Right, I thought I'd show you what I get up to in the morning. This is my first job. I think a quick 5 minutes it won't hurt. Right, what we do is first thing in the morning, we get these sheets off the computer which England Water send to me. I've downloaded them off the computer, printed some copies off my PC, and well, it's a wife's PC. I tend not to be allowed to touch it a lot because I'm too impatient for PCs. I tend to push the button when I should stop and think about it. But we get these off. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loads on a 19 cubic metre, which is one of my FM12s. That's 19 cubic metres per load, which is about a load of about 18 tonnes, something like that. She'll gross out about 32 tonne. I can't say where they're going or what they are because that would not be the right thing to put on the YouTube. England Water probably wouldn't mind like that. So that's one 19 cubic metre lorry and a 28 cubic metre lorry, which is my FH12, which is one which Graham drives for me. Yeah, she's got 1, 2, 3, 4 loads. The journeys sort of vary. This one's pretty short, 9 kilometres from pick up to tip, 17 kilometres, 8 kilometres and 62 kilometres from pick up to tip. So that's quite a nice little list, so I've got to make sure I get that done. These are a bit further for the 19 cube, the FM12. We're looking at 36 Ks, 37, 36, 36, 27, which ain't a bad run. We do get some about 60 odd, so 60 Ks, so not too bad. So that's for the 2 lorries that do the sludge. The straw lorry left at 5 o'clock this morning, 5:30 this morning. Graham was driving that. I don't know whether you can see the flat screen on the telly on here, but we can look at him with his tracker, and that shows he's on his way back. He's gone up, tipped the load at Sutton near Ely, which is an hour and 10-minute run, and he's now on his way back. He's just coming past Meeple on his way to Chatteris, and then he drops down from Chatteris down to Huntingdon, and then he'll go across the top of Huntingdon, over Spittle's interchange, Caxton, what do they call that? They used to call it Kisby's Hut. I don't know why. I think there used to be a burger van there and the bloke was named Kisby, so they named that junction on the A1, A14 Kisby's Hut. But the old timers would know that. I doubt if the young uns will. My old dad told me, and then he'll drop straight down the A1 back to Sandy and back here. So he should be back with us in about an hour, so that'll be good. I've got to get his next load ready for him, and then we've got a second one up there. So Jim should be coming in, my new driver, and he's going up with that one to be basically inducted on the site how to go on, because he's got 3 loads to run up Monday and 3 loads on Tuesday to run to Sutton. So we're working with Sutton for the first part of the week, then I hope that's EPR. Then I hope we can run back then to Eco 2 at Snetterton then for the rest of the week. But we shall see. That's a straw lorry, bit done. Yeah, so I've got to do that, and then in here, this folder, I've got to put in yesterday's work, so that's another half hour's work, so I shan't be boring you with that all the time, right the way through. I just have to fill out what we've done. We have these, what we call day sheets, which the drivers fill out, and he did a job yesterday, Tilbrook, Tip Bedford, so that was an hourly paid job. And then Bourne, Tip Cambridge. That again, that was an hourly paid job. These ones are paid by the cubic metre, and the kilometres travelled. We get, I think it's something like 2p per kilometre per cubic metre over 35k. It's a bit complicated. My wife does that bit. It gives me a headache. But no, this is what I do first thing in the morning, and I basically get this done, then I go outside. I've got a sort of load of straw for Graham before he gets back in an hour's time, get Kevin away with his lorry so he can get started on the sludge, when Graham gets back, he has popped a pipe off his vacuum pump, so we've got to refit that and repair that as well before the next load of straw goes. So we've got that issue, but we have got a spare. If he can't fix it, we ain't got the pipe to fix it, because it bursts the pipe off the vacuum pump that sucks the air out of the tank to load it, and then it blows it back in to tip it. But that particular pipe's burst. I'm sure we've got some spare pipe, but it's got to be fitted first. So Graham will have to do that when he gets back, and then I'm going to send Graham then to do the 28 cubic metre sludge, because it's too nice to lose. It's damn good loads, very good loads they are. So we've got that to do, and I am hoping this afternoon to, when I get back from taking a load of straw, to scrape this yard off with a 3CX digger and put some road planings down. Yeah, I'll let you sit and watch me there for a minute. I might just drop a word in your ear whilst I'm doing along. Right, there are my copies. That's to go in there. What did I do yesterday? What I'm doing now, I'm sorting out what loads were done yesterday. I should have 3 clean sheets here somewhere. Are they them? Friday, yeah. That's today's work. That one can go to Kevin. Kevin can do that one for me. He needs to get a good start, because he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loads into Cambridge, but they are good loads, so around about 15 miles, 15, 16 miles per load, so that's quite good. Kevin can get on that when he gets back. I'm going to put this one to Graham. I don't believe I've got any other work on the list for today. I shall just check, make sure I haven't missed anything. Which means when I come over here, I shall put this back onto the cameras. Our farm's got all CCTV cameras on it, and this is the screen for it. I don't know whether you can see it on the camera. I've got 4 cameras on site. 2 of them, the 2 there, the diagonal ones, they're fixed cameras. This one here's a dome camera, so I can rotate that wherever I want. And at night I switch it so if something moves, it goes to it and films it. So it's quite good. It all works through the internet as well. So if I've got an iPad when I'm away from the farm, if I want to look at the cameras or move the cameras, I can rotate the cameras from Cornwall when I'm on holiday, you know, so keep an eye on the place. And we're hoping to go to, we've got a chalet over at Yarmouth Way near Caister. We're hoping to go over there for a few weekends just to get a rest. We're hoping. I don't know where it's going to work, but it's only 2 miles up, 2 hours up the road, so it'll be nice just to pop over there for the weekend just to get a rest. And the top right, as you can see, is the cow cam. We can watch the cows with that one, or I can rotate it right round so we can watch the back gates to the farm. This one, again, they both can sort of go to whatever they want to film, but that one ain't set up for that. So it's just, we can move it round. I don't know whether you can see it, but if I go on to, if I click onto this one here, this is the main camera. I'll just shift that up a bit, up there. I'm now like on the cow cam. I can move it about. I can zoom in on that cow there. Up a bit, up a touch, slightly to the left. This here, on the back of his ear, I don't know whether you can see that, it is a bit fuzzy. If I go out a touch, will that clear it up a bit? I'll try and focus it. Focus. Nope, that's gone out of focus, so the other way. Bring it back in. I just have to leave it on autofocus. But if you can get right in tight, I don't know whether it will focus in anymore. So you can clearly, I can see that number is 7010. The number of that cow's 7010. You can get in that good with this camera. The clarity ain't great till you come out a bit, but you know, it's blurring a bit. But if we go up a touch, we will see the brush there. That's a brush that George put up before he left. The cows scratch on that brush. It's still there, they still love it. but the muck's just a little bit low because we cleaned them out. I can move it down, but I just ain't got the time nowadays. But as the muck builds up, they're just getting it loose now so they can get their backs on it and have a little scratch and scratch behind their ear with it. So it's getting back to where they can use it. But if I zoom out, you can see the cattle then, and then I can turn the camera. Oh, it's a bit rapid. There's my old boy's sheep there. They're lambing at the minute. He's done a bit of film on Jason Fast Track. He's got his own site. He has this, if you put in Jason Fast Track, you'll get Jason's site. He's started putting film up again now, but there's a couple of bits there where he goes out in the middle of the night lambing. But these are the lambs over the back that he's had. I don't know whether you can see this, but we'll pretend you can. These are the little lambs that he's already got. And if you go to the right, the red lights you can see, they're the nursing pens. If you spin to the left, you have got the outside ones. There is tups there, he's got 2 tups. So, well, he's got a teaser tup, and these are the ones waiting to lamb. There's in the background you can see my 28-ton bolter I use in the summer. But as you can see, we can go up here. You can see the big straw stacks in the back. These have all been moved here. This is second grade bedding straw that's left. But we've got, if we've gone past the post, that's the biggest stack we've got at the minute. There's 800 tonnes in there, waiting to go to the power station. So yeah, that's quite a handy camera. You can just see the edge of the yard there. Just drop it back down. Watch the cows. The cows should start calving in the next 2-3 weeks. So this will then come in its own, because then, you know, like we'll pick a cow that's laying down, go slightly to the right. That cow there that's laying down, if we go in on her, if she, say she was calving, see, I know it's a cow's fanny, but if she was calving, you could see from this office that cow is calving, and then you just stay away from them and watch them. I can see that calf's presented. How they present, they've got their legs like that, and you can see their nose on their legs. If you see that, you know she's okay. Just leave her to get on with it. But if you see one leg hanging out, or no legs, or a tail hanging out, if she's got 2 tails, you get out there quick because it's breech. But if they haven't calved in 30-40 minutes, then we'll intervene and go and have a look. Get our hands up there and have a look. I tend to let somebody else do it because I've got big hands. Mind you, you're going to pull a calf out the hole, so you know, I think they can put up with that to what they've got coming. But again, you know, very useful bit of kit. So there you go. Right. Turned it off for half hour. I've done half hour's boring paperwork because there's no point in you sitting there watching me trying to write and count numbers up. But I'm just about done. I've done these 3 sheets here, which were the sludge from yesterday. So we've got, what we got on there? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 3 rigid loads, 8-legger loads. 1, 2, and 6 Arctic loads from yesterday, plus a couple of nice little jobs. I think we've got there. We've got 2 hours there, 2 hours there, 2.5 there. So yeah, we've got about 14 hours of hourly paid work on there for AW. So yesterday was quite a good day. Quite a good day. We've had better, but it's quite a good day. Now I do this, you see. I do this bit, and then I give it to Shell. She won't do this now until Monday. That'll go over to the PC area where the computers are, and they'll put it all onto the internet and everything, like, you know, for angling water, and that uploads to angling water, and they put it through their systems and send us a backing sheet back, what they call a backing sheet, which we then raise an invoice against and send it to angling water. And a bit of luck, in a month's time we'll get some money off them. Yeah, but no, this is where it all starts in the morning. I'm just about done here. I'm on my second cup of coffee, and yeah, this is where we see how well we've done the day before. But we actually haven't got no hourly paid work today. We've only got the sludge today, and obviously the straw lorry. So I'll get that. Next job then is, I think, have a quick piece of toast. I quite like a nice bit of toast off an uncut loaf in the morning, you know, old style, like you old boys. The older chaps, not the young pups. My son has cake or something for breakfast. He likes a nice lump of chocolate cake or something like that. Or if there's a strawberry trifle or raspberry trifle, he likes that for his breakfast. I must admit, I used to have some weird and interesting things when I was a teenager. I used to like pizza. They used to call it the Alamo then, and it used to be like a chili con carne pizza. And I used to like a couple of, if we had Friday night, if I had pizza, I'd save myself a couple of pieces for the morning, just whack them in the old microwave, warm them up, nice bit of cheese on toast for your breakfast with a bit of chilli on it. Which, I used to like that, but if I eat it now I end up crying, especially with my little tummy. You know, it tends to get a bit acidic, and yeah, so I don't tend to have pizza for breakfast anymore. So I tend to have a nice one piece of uncut bread, cut it, toast it, nice bit of proper butter on it. You don't want that old margarine, you young pups, that's crap that is. Margarine is mostly man-made. It's got nothing to do with milk fats or anything. If you look on the pot, it's man-made. It's like grease, what you grease your tractor up with, is made in a factory. You want stuff that comes from the countryside and stuff. Nice, good, wholesome stuff with plenty of calcium in it and stuff. You young pups, you know, and then your bones won't break or get brittle. There you go. A few wise words there. Right, I'm going to switch you off and go and have my bit of toast, and then I'll see what I'm going to do from there. Okay, bye-bye. See you soon. Right, hello again. Alright, what I'm going to try and do, I don't know whether it might be a bit itsy and bitsy and piecey-weecy, but what I'm going to try and do is do you a little bit of filming of me in my day. Like you've been with me in the office this morning and I've showed you what I've done in there. I've had my breakfast, so I'm now reloading the straw lorry for the power station. So we want to get one more load up there today, which has got to be in by about lunchtime, and not sure what lunchtime it is, but I'm reloading now to go up to Sutton again. I'll probably be taking it myself because I want to send Graham off to do some tanker work for me. So so that might be interesting to some of you people to spend a bit of time through the day with me. So what I'll do is I'll do 10 minutes of this and we'll have a little chat, or maybe 5 minutes. I'll have a little chat and then I'll shut it off, and then I'll do a bit more in a little while, and I'll see if I can't keep doing that through the day. I've only got 20% charge in my camera. I have got a GoPro Hero 5 now, so I'm hoping the sound's a bit better, because I did have 2 or 3 people comment the sound's a bit weak on that other camera. So I have 2 cameras now, and I'm working on a handheld for my birthday. So any suggestions and what anybody thinks I ought to get would be good, because the wife's paying for it and I ain't got to. So if you've got any suggestions what you think would be good to use doing my particular job, obviously it wants to be a bit robust, and I'd like good sound and good picture for you good people. But yeah, so at the moment we're loading the lorry up with another load of Heston straw to go to the power station. Oh, there we go, 5 minutes and we're on the phone. Hold on, just find out who it is. Oh, it's my sister. Hiya, Marion. You alright, mate? Fair enough. Is your face still sore? Yeah, I know. But have you got anybody who's listening to you now, though? Right. Yeah. Are you ringing up to see if Anthony's coming in? Ah, right, yeah. I'd forgotten he was in there today. What's the 9? It's 9:45, isn't it? Yeah, I'm outside on the loader a minute. as far as I'm aware, he's coming in. Yeah. Well, yeah, he'll be coming in. Yeah. Why? Is there a problem? Right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, right. So you want some milk in a plastic pot? Okay. Yeah. I'm loading the lorry at the moment, so I'll have to go back in and grab him and tell him. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It'll be Lucy because I've got to take this lorry load of straw up to the power station. They're playing silly buggers with me. I've upset the scheduler a bit, and she ain't too pleased with me. So she dropped me running today. She dropped that on me yesterday. So yeah. Well, I don't know, it's hard to tell, but the thing is, we've left us to the very last few days of the month, and now they've got issues at the power station, so they want to drop my month's straw, but it's very difficult for us to do that, because we obviously need revenue. But no, alright then, Marion, I'll have a word with him and get you some milk. What do you want, 4 pints? 4 pints of milk and a plastic pot for the pig food. Alright, okay, Marion, yeah. Yeah, alright. Yeah, well, yeah, she's the one to talk to, because obviously she's got the medical knowledge. I just know what, I live in my own little world, like I think everybody should be seen and cared for, when they need to be, not when people feel like getting round to it. But that's the perfect world, isn't it? Which we don't live in. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Alright, Marion. I've got to get this load on and I've got to head back up to Ely again. So, yeah. Sorry, mate. Yeah, it does. Yeah, tends to occasionally. But yeah, we'll work with it, Yeah, I've only got this one load to do today now, so that'll be it then today, so I'll get it up there. Yeah. I haven't actually seen the weather, been a bit full on this morning, yeah. Alright, Marion. Cheers then, mate. Yeah, okay. Alright. Bye bye, Marion. Cheers, mate. Bye bye. Bye. That was my big sister. Yeah, she's works at Grizzlies with me mum. Grizzlies being the cafe on the A1, so there you go, there's something else I think you already knew that, but if you want a good breakfast made by a farmer's wife, that's the place to go. And if a farmer's wife can't make a good breakfast, it's a poor old job. Poor old job. What is it? She's got lovely sausages, free range eggs. She picks all the bacon as well. So yeah, good quality bit of food. I tend to go there, I know I shouldn't, but I have a piece of fried bread with a fried egg on it, because I can't eat anything else. Anything else is too much for me. I do like a sausage, but I must admit I like them sausages from Gatlingate, off my friend's place, those old Gamby sausages that I tell you about in the summer. You can't beat a Gamby sausage, I tell you straight. I don't know what he does with them, but they are a nice flavour. Yeah, we just sorted through a few bales here that come off the top. You see, these quadrants, we put them on top of the stack to protect the Hestons. Obviously they're half the size of a Heston, so they do get wet, and most of them will get burned, but you've seen us burn them in the past. But I'd rather lose a quadrant than a Heston. There's less straw in it. That's what we get up to. But no, we're getting on all right. We're in the yard now, loading the bales, so it's a bit drier under the wheels. When we're up in the top field, you see, we're on dirt there, and we tend to drag a lot of dirt down into the yard. So we try to keep it to a minimum. Graham's going to take the SF11, which is our newer lorry, That's 11 plate FH12 rather than fixing his busted 5. So get job done quicker, because he's going to a friend's birthday or something tonight, so he don't want to be too late. So I'd rather he was carting shit than fixing tankers. So we'll fix that on Monday. As long as we got 2, that's the main thing. 2 will get the job done. Sorting through the bales. Some of these bales you see have got wet bottoms. See that one, here's 1, 2. No, I can't touch in that one, it's too far in. It's lost the bottom string, so the bottom part of that bale is rotten, so that can't go in. That's too not good enough for the power station, that one. There are some that they won't take, but they don't mind it as long as it ain't in past that first string. So have a look at this one. What's this one look like? Again, that's bloody borderline. Oh, I don't want bales coming back. That's just a loss to everybody, them, me and everybody. So we'll put them out. They can go in for littering the cattle up. What happened here was we had a lorry turn up unexpectedly, so we just chucked everything that was not usable out the way. Got the lorry loaded quick, because he's a West Country lorry, so they need to be turned around quickly because they've got a long old drop back and they don't need to be sitting in my yard. That one will go, that one's close enough, that one will go. We'll stick these 2 pillars on the top of it. I don't like putting the heavy ones past that first layer though, because I don't want to end up with my loads of top heavy. That one's turning, that bottom one's a little bit down. If they've got a dam side, you see the dam side needs to go up. Because when it's going through the power station, it's on a conveyor. So if you put the dam side down, it can churn up on the conveyor and get stuck. So they tell us this is the way we've got loading, so this is the way it will be done. Do a proper job. I want you young pups all always remember, do a proper job, do something you be proud of. You ain't happy with it, do it again. If you're one of my team and you ain't happy with it, you do it again, I won't moan as long as it's done right. But take note, this is Saturday morning and the boss is working. The young pup's still in bed because he's been playing with his sheep all night. Well, not playing, looking after, doing the job properly. I'll put that on there now, put that on the lorry, and that's good to go. And there you go, what we'll do is, I'm going to stop filming it there, because I don't want to use all my battery up, and I want to give you some more later. Alright, so we'll catch you later, and I'll turn this off. Right, I've only got, well, hello, it's me again. I've only got 9% battery left, so when it goes, it goes. I'm just pulling out the farm now with another load of bales on. I'm headed up to Ely, which will take me about an hour. It'll take me about an hour to get to Ely as long as everything's okay. I've done my paperwork for the lorry, so that's important to get done before you get there, because sometimes you go straight in and they don't like waiting around for you, so it's nice to do the job right and have the paperwork to hand when you drive through the gate. So I've done my paperwork there and we're just pulling out the farm now. I don't know how much 9% lasts on these cameras, but yeah, it'll be what it will be, as my old daddy used to say. This truck is an FH12. When we lost our other truck that got rolled over, we brought this one as a stand-in. I've still got my other truck, I'm going to do that up. I'll do a bit of filming on that when it's time. We brought this one as a stand-in, which is a manual. It's 3 in the box, and you've got a high range. I forget what the gears are, but I hardly ever use them all anyway. You tend to only use about 4 or 5 gears. Yeah, I hardly ever use crawler because that's like second into third, split up to top range into fourth. Junction coming up, so now we go back down again. O for me I shift. Split her down. As you move gears, she'll split down to the bottom part of the box. And away we go again. I'm pulling off in second. Up into third. Split up. Across to fourth. And back into fifth. I won't go any higher than that through the village because I'll only go through our local villages 20-25 mile an hour. If I'm respectful and decent to them, they'll be respectful and decent to me, hopefully. If I see anything coming, I'll give way and stop. I don't care who they are, what they are, I will give way and stop. I've brought heavy goods vehicles into the countryside. They have been here, by the way, for about 8 or 10 years now, so. But it's still good to have respect for local people. We'll just tiggle through here. Once I get on the A1, the hammer will be down then. We'll be all the way up to 60 mile an hour. Well, 48.9 mile an hour with this one, to be honest. But we've got 36 Heston bales on board, which should weigh out about 22.5 tonne. Well, between 21 and 22 tonne. She's a 420, so she's a little bit less than my other one. My other one was a 460, and I'll tell you what, you do miss them 40 horses, but I do miss my eye shift as well. But we can just tiggle through here. This one runs nice. It's good because it's close couple trailer, and we altered all the drawbar, so it's nice and tight. We can just turn and it just clears the back of the lorry. We actually clipped the corners off the lorry to cut them off and altered them so we could turn tighter. So it's about 6 inches below the legal length, so it's actually well in the legal length, but bugger, it does follow nice. Now we've done that to the drawbar, you can drive it like a 6-wheeler, and you won't run the grass over. See, that's come round there. I've had to stick my nose over in the other side, so I got the wrong gear there. Now if I had my eye shift, I wouldn't have done that. She would have done it for me. Right. So, but it does drive nice, these combinations with the, because the tow bar for the trailer's right near the back axle. So it goes right under the back of the lorry and couples up near the back axle. Where my other one, my eye shift, it was actually closer to the back, and it doesn't steer as nice as this one. But we've got a little bit of a headwind today, so I think I might be going to be burning a bit of diesel. We normally get around about, I don't know, between 8 and 10 miles to the gallon, but that'll probably be down to about 7 today. We use the exhaust brakes as much as we can to save on using the brakes. I'm going to put my side lights on just so everybody can see me coming. I know I'm 60 foot long and 16 foot high, but I'm bright red with a white cab, but you do get ones that don't see you. They're fiddling with their radios or something. There we go, we're just going over Gertford Bridge now. That's the Ivel down there, that river. We slip left here around the garage, which is a Texaco garage, but it's like owned by the co-op now, and you can get a cracking cappuccino in there, I can tell you that. But they get a bit jittery if you're pulling with a 16 foot tall load of straw into a petrol station. I must admit, I took it for its MOT once with a load of straw on, because you've got to have them loaded, and that's the quickest I got an MOT done in all my life. I drove into their yard, and within about 15-20 minutes that was on the MOT bay being done. They wanted it gone. It seems it's a fire hazard. I had a mate once, long time ago, Billy from Exeter down that way, used to work for Martin Horn. He had one go up. Somebody threw it was all he could do to get his personal effects out the cab with him. His phone. I think he managed to grab his phone and his wallet, and that was about it. When these go, they don't half go. It's like a pile of petrol. There is one on the YouTube about a tractor and trailer went up in Everton, and my straw lorry actually passed it whilst it was just catching fire, dropping bales, burning bales all over the road. Poor old Graham had baby, I'll tell you. But you know, but it just went within about 60 seconds. It was just a ball of flame. It is a bit of a hazard of pastime, but I must admit I'd probably grab my phone would be the first thing. There you go. That's life. What don't kill you makes you stronger. The wife will wonder where I've gone because she didn't know I was doing this. Hey, we've got a Fiat 500 in front doing 35 miles an hour on the A1. Guy, ain't you doing well, girl? They are tiny little cars, aren't they? God. Oh, now we've got one stopping. Oh, I'm going fast lane. Bugger it. They're about this morning, I'll tell you straight. The old lemmings are jumping about. There you go. That ain't a bad petrol station there, the Esso. They've got a good pump. You can fill the lorry quick in there. But bugger their coffee and half crap. They don't do the old Costa coffee. You've got to have a Costa coffee with free sweeteners. Jobs are good and then. Hey up, it's flashing up battery, so I better turn you off and I'll carry on my merry little way. I'll put it on charge later and I'll give you another little update later on. I'll try and do this right through the day for you so you can try to follow me day. But I'm in here for now for the next 2 hours, so I'll catch you on the flip-flop. Bye bye. I'm just about to go past George's house, by the way, at Tempsford, so I'll wave as I go by. Bye bye. Right, I've got very little battery, so I'll just say quickly, I've just dumped my load now over at Sutton. It's 12:19. I've got an hour and a half's run back, I should imagine, with the traffic. So we're unloaded now, we're ready for home. I'll get home, have a bit of lunch, I'll put this old battery on charge, and then we'll see where we go from there. But that's going to be about, I think that's going to be probably close to 2 o'clock by the time I get back to the farm. But we're empty now, so we're got a flying load on because we've got nothing on, so we're going to go a bit quicker. Alright, I'll speak to you again soon. Thank you. Bye bye.